Hello YouTube, we're here with Bob today and we're going to start working on these rock slider trim strips that go along the bottom edge of the Jeep. And the first thing we got to do is we got to get all the studs out because they're broken. And now they slide out, and I've had them soaking in penetrating oil for about a week now, and we'll see if we can get them out. The first thing I'm going to try to do is just slide it. Here, you work on those over there. Yeah, see, that's all you got to do. There's one out.
I got one out.
All right, if you could take a rag and wipe that down so you get the water off of it.
Okay.
This is 120 sandpaper.
Okay.
And we're going to take it up to 320.
Okay.
What we got to do is just
Okay.
about like that.
Okay.
Try to keep it as flat as possible. Don't be on the edge. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to put a gouge in this and it'll show in the paint.
Okay.
You got to keep it flat. Hey, Bob. Change that sandpaper, okay, often because it just gets dull.
Okay.
180. Go with it. 180 next.
Okay.
And it doesn't take anywhere near as much sanding. You're going to find this goes much quicker. All you're trying to do is knock off the, what I like to call it, is you have a 120 scratch in that surface now. It's scratched to 120. And what you're going to do now is take it to 220. You're going to smooth out the 120 to 220, but it doesn't take much to do that.
Okay. Right about here.
And now we're going to put 3 coats of primer on. We'll do the edges first and then down the center. Here we go.
This is a primer?
This is primer. We put 3 coats of this on.
Okay.
This is self-etching primer. You want to come here a minute? When I spray, if I go...
You start first.
Well,
off.
Yeah, if I go quick, see how it's dry?
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I go like this, see how it's wet?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Okay.
And that's how you get it, so, oops, that's how you get it to come up nice. That's what I'm always talking about, the wet edge.
Okay.
See how the whole thing
Yeah,
is
it
now
also,
wet.
yeah, stays uniform.
Right, now we wait 5 minutes.
Okay. You timing it?
5 minutes, yeah, I'll put it on the timer.
Okay.
Coat number 2. I always spray a little bit before I go on, because you never know what's going to happen when it comes out. It could be
Yeah.
droplets.
Black. Yeah, right.
So you always go off a little bit first.
Yep.
See how it's wet?
Yep.
Move just fast enough to get it wet, but no slower. Any slower, and it'll run on you. Or sag.
Keep it about 1.5 feet away, something like that?
It depends upon the can.
Oh, okay.
This one is a normal can, so yeah, about this far away.
Okay.
On the Rust-Oleum professional cans, you gotta stay a little further away because it comes out really fast.
Oh,
I like it a lot. You just walk that edge.
Yeah, so it doesn't drip down or...
Well, no, you got to keep it wet.
Okay.
If it goes on dry, then it gets sandy to the touch.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to sand, well, you won't. We got to wait a half hour now.
Yeah.
But the next thing is we sand with 600.
Okay.
Wet sand 600. And that'll knock off any stuff that's sticking up.
Okay.
And it really makes a difference if you sand. See, that's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it does look.
We'll wet sand with 600 just to knock it down, and we'll do it real light. We're not going to take much off. And we're going to stay away from the edges. That's about all I'm going to do. I debated whether to go semi-gloss or flat. And I've decided to go semi-gloss, and I can always change it to flat if I want to. I don't want it to be glossy. So here we go with the first coat of semi-gloss black. Five minutes and we'll put another coat on. Here we go with coat number 2. This is the last coat of semi-gloss black. It's the last opportunity for me to screw it up. So here we go. That's it. I'm not touching it again for another 3 days. These are the dimensions I was given for the holes for our rock slider side trim. And we got 7, 27, 37, and 47. right here, I don't know if you can see it, it says it's a 1/2 inch above the bottom edge of the Jeep, and I disagree with that. This is the front side of our trim, and if we turn it over, we see this clip right here. And that clip moves back and forth, so it can pretty much go anywhere. And I put a little white paint on the end of the stud so you can see it. There's a groove in the bottom of the trim that the edge of the Jeep sits into. If I put a ruler here, sitting in that groove, the center of that stud is at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to drill my holes at 3/4 of an inch. For a final check, what I'm going to do is put some wet paint on this stud, and then I'm going to hold it up to the side of the Jeep where it would go, and push it in. Let's see if we can transfer right there. Yes, right there. So that's the height. So let's measure this height right here. That looks good. That measurement looks like 11/16 to me, so that's where I'm going to make the holes, not 3/4. We'll put some tape on here so we can mark it up. We'll use our gauge as a square to mark the height. Okay, now we got to lay out the distances of the holes, and the first hole is 47 inches back, so that's right there. Let's mark it. That's 1, 37, that's 2, 27, that's 3, and 7. 4, and then it says it's 3 inches back from the leading edge. So 3 inches back, 3 inches back is right there. And we'll drill it out to the bolt size. There we go. Now we just need to get the bolts. They're due here Sunday. With our holes drilled, we can pull the tape. Just as a comment, I didn't find any Bondo, which means there's probably no rust there. There's a little dent here that may cause us a little bit of a problem. But let's go put the clips in the trim. We only have to be approximate with our measurements here because these clips slide, and even if we measure precisely, we'd never get it exact. We know the first clip is 3 inches back, so somewhere around there. We know the seam is right here, and that's where all the measurements are taken from. So we'll move the ruler down to 7 inches, and that's the seam. And then we have 7, 27, 37, and 47. Now we have to get the clips in those positions, or close to it. So let's go for this center one here first. There's a groove that it fits into, and we have to slide it down. It's going to be difficult. What I'll do is I'll screw the spacer on so that we don't damage the threads. All right, with the spacer screwed all the way on, I can rap on it gently with a hammer and get it to almost the right position. Might as well put these spacers on before we put the clips in. With all the spacers on, we can continue now. With the studs in, there's nothing left but to go see if I'm right about 11/16 or the 1/2 inch is correct. I think it goes there. So we gotta slide this clip forward. Okay guys, I see why it's at a 1/2 inch now. You can't get the thing up. You can't put it in the groove and get the studs in. So the 1/2 inch is correct. This is how I'd like to see these giveaways work. You need to be the first person to comment in the comment section with the keyword for the item of the week. The item is a used item removed from a Jeep. The item is free to you, but the shipping you pay. In order to pay the shipping, I need your address. In order to get your address, I will put in the comment section after your comment my email address. And you can send your address to my email address and no one sees it, and I can get you the shipping costs. You only pay for shipping. You do not have any handling costs at all, and the item is free. Time for this week's giveaway. I have 4 LED lights here. I've tested all 4. They work. All the cells light up. Are these expensive? I don't know. It has a heck of a cooling fin on the back of it, and the weather pack connectors are not cheap. So I think these are good lights. If you would like to have these lights, the keywords are light up my life. Well, I think I drill the holes bigger. That's what I do. It's the only option I have. Let's try an 11/32. Oh, maybe we got a shot. Well, it's looking hopeful. Oops, this one didn't go in. This is where the dent is. How about that? We can do it. Nice. Let's put a bolt on. There's a nut. We'll put a nut on that bolt to hold the trim up in place. All right. Well, we got to do something about this. We got to see what it looks like with that black. There, I have to see it with the front flare. I think it looks all right. Let me know in the comments whether the black was the right choice or not. That's semi-gloss black, by the way. It's not gloss. I'm not ready to put these on yet. I've got too much work to do on the Jeep yet. I'm going to take this one back off. But I think we have achieved our goal of bringing this rock slider trim back. And I really would appreciate it if you were to leave a comment whether you like black or whether this should have been silver to match the Jeep and the emblem that's on the hood. So if you enjoyed this video, there will be more.